What is going on, everybody? Nico back for another Pokemon Sword and Shield video. Today we are talking shiny hunting, one specific method, because I want to work on the breeding method a bit more and kind of figure out some tips and tricks for that one just a little bit more before I make a guide for that. Today we're going to be talking about the mass outbreak method, and I know a lot of people are just combining shiny hunting videos, but I want to do these two separately, mainly because there's kind of a lot to break down if you don't understand what a mass outbreak is. Maybe you didn't play Legends Arceus, so I'm going to go into all of that fun stuff here today. If this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subbed for more Pokemon content like this from me in the future. And check out the Discord where people are hanging out, playing Pokemon, doing all that fun stuff. So let's get into shiny hunting with mass outbreaks in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So first up, if you don't know what the mass outbreak method is, this is something that you can encounter fairly early on in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and it comes from Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is where it first originated, and it's a pretty fun shiny hunting method. In Scarlet and Violet, you're able to pull up your map, and you will see one of these icons. If you already have the Pokemon unlocked, it'll just show the Pokemon with this glowing aura around it, or you're going to see this little like question mark icon, and that means that there is an outbreak of a Pokemon you have not already discovered going on there. This Pokemon spawns at a much higher rate, and the more you knock out, the more that will spawn. And this usually ranges from anywhere from 60 to 100 Pokemon in an outbreak. So you have a whole lot of chances here to encounter a shiny Pokemon, and it's pretty easy to just soft reset your game and be able to continue doing the outbreak until you get that Pokemon. So now that I've covered the general idea of what the mass outbreak is, I kind of want to talk about shiny rates and shiny information in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet before we go any further. So all of this is coming from Anubis over on Twitter, which has a very nice little guide here talking about the shiny rates in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So first up, let's talk about just base shiny rate. Base shiny rate is 1 in 4,096. This is the exact same thing that it was in Pokemon Sword and Shield. If you're familiar with shiny hunting, you'll be familiar with this. Now, specifically talking about the bonuses you get from clearing X number of Pokemon in a mass outbreak, that is super important. So while you're doing a mass outbreak, the more Pokemon you knock out, the more likely you are to encounter a shiny Pokemon. So between 30 and 59 cleared Pokemon in a mass outbreak, you're going to have one extra roll per encounter. Every time one spawns, there's a one extra roll that might make that Pokemon shiny. Next, outbreak with 60 plus cleared, that is going to give you plus 2 extra rolls. You're going to have 2 additional rolls for every Pokemon that spawns after 60 encounters. With the shiny charm, that's going to give you another 2 extra rolls. And then with sparkling power level 3, you're going to get another 3. And sparkling power is the sandwich recipes, and I'll have a separate video talking about all the sandwich stuff a little bit later on. I just wanted to get this video up so that way people that are playing through the game and may come across an outbreak could, you know, potentially get themselves a shiny. I've already gotten it, and I haven't even beaten the game yet. I got a shiny Magnemite the other day. So important stuff outside of just the general extra rolls and stuff like that. For this game, you can see overworld shiny Pokemon. However, there is no noise indicator. There's no sparkles or anything like that like there was in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Pokemon Legends Arceus gave you a little noise indicator. There was a little sparkle the first time you saw it on screen. You were able to identify exactly what that Pokemon was when you saw it. This game, you have to know what the shiny Pokemon look like in order for you to actually be able to go, oh yeah, that's a shiny, and walk over and select that Pokemon, okay? So they only sparkle when you actually enter battle with them, and that is kind of a pain. Honestly, I think this is a poor decision, a poor step back from what we had in Arceus, simply because there's people who may not be able to see colors very well, may not be able to, you know, tell the difference between it. So having a bunch of different options, whether it be the sound effect that played or having the Pokemon visually sparkle on screen, those were things that would help people find these shiny Pokemon. So for many reasons, this is just kind of a step back from what we previously had, but it's a decision that they made, a decision we have to live with, unfortunately. So while you're doing a mass outbreak, what you do is every day these cycle. So if you don't like it, you can just wait for the next day in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, the game does run on its own in-game timer. So it goes by in-game days. The next day, new outbreaks will spawn. The next day in-game, new outbreaks will spawn. You can select it, find which one you want to go to, and head that direction. When you get there, you're going to want to make sure you have a couple things done. Turn autosave off. Autosave can really hinder your ability to get a shiny effectively with this method because it could save in between encounters. If you accidentally knock out the Pokemon, that could potentially lead to you missing the shiny Pokemon. So there's a bunch of things here that could really affect it if autosave's on. Just turn it off. I don't know why you'd play with autosave on. It's never been a good thing for shiny hunters anyways. So after you've got autosave off, you're going to just want to hard save your game. Because like I said earlier, there's anywhere from like 60 to 100. I don't know the exact number of Pokemon that can spawn in a mass outbreak, but there is a limit. So if you accidentally knock out too many Pokemon and the outbreak ends, you're able to reset your game and try again. Okay, so make sure you save once you get there. Now, just put whatever Pokemon you want to use for the Let's Go method in the lead of your party and simply start knocking out Pokemon. Again, you're going to get the most bonuses from clearing 60 of these Pokemon. So let's go over the shiny rates specifically for each instance of this. So again, the base rate is 1 in 4,096. If you clear the outbreak with 30 or 59 Pokemon, it's 1 in 2,048. If you clear it with 60, the odds go down to 1 in 1,365. But then if you add on some additional things, such as the sparkling power, your odds will increase to 1 in 1,024. Sparkling power with 30 over 59 cleared changes to 1 over 189. With 60 cleared in sparkling power, you're going to have 1 in 683. Now it's getting kind of tricky here, okay? Because we're breaking down. Now we're going into shiny charm exclusively. So just with the shiny charm, your odds increase to 1 in 1,365. Next up, you're going to have your odds with 30 and 59 cleared in the shiny charm. That's 1 in 1,024. Finally, with 60 cleared in the shiny charm, your odds are increased to 1 in 819. But now there's also the ability to have shiny charm and the sandwiches. This is why I wanted to do 2 separate videos for all my shiny hunting stuff. There's just so much information that you could do in different ways to shiny hunt that are going to give you the best odds. The sandwiches are going to increase your odds dramatically. So with the shiny charm and a sandwich that gives you the bonus for whatever Pokemon you're looking for, 1 in 683 is your odds. With the shiny charm, 30 to 59 Pokemon cleared and sparkling power level 3, you're going to have a 1 in 585 odds. Finally, with the shiny charm, outbreak 60 cleared and sparkling power 3 from your sandwich bonus, you're going to have a 1 in 512 shiny rate for your hunts. These are pretty good odds. I did not do anything aside from knock out the 60 Pokemon when I got my shiny Magnemite, and I did it within the first shot. It took me 14 minutes, and I didn't have to reset my game or do anything else like that, and I got shiny Magnemite. This seems to be a very, very effective method for shiny hunting. Obviously, this only works for certain Pokemon like your starter Pokemon and other stuff. That's not going to be spawning in these outbreaks. Those are going to have to do Masuda method, which like I said, I'm going to have a separate video talking about Masuda method a bit later on. Now, once you've achieved those 60 knockouts in this, once you've hit your 60 knockouts, what you're going to want to do, instead of continuing to knock out the Pokemon and potentially, clearing the outbreak and having to restart completely, is this. And after you hit your 60, make sure you're keeping track. All you have to do, because every time those Pokemon spawn, those odds apply, you want to open a picnic and then close the picnic. When you open the picnic, that is going to despawn all the Pokemon in the area. And then when you close the picnic, that will respawn all the Pokemon in that area, giving you that chance to find a shiny Pokemon. Just keep rinsing and repeating this after you've cleared your 60 Pokemon, and that is going to give you the best chance to get a shiny. You just keep resetting until the shiny shows up. That is the ideal way to do it. Now, for those of you that are worried about the Let's Go feature, oh, if I'm battling with the Let's Go feature, what if it knocks out a shiny Pokemon? It is confirmed that while battling with the Let's Go feature, the Pokemon that you throw out to battle will not attack shiny Pokemon. They will leave that Pokemon alone. They will refuse to attack it. So you do not have to worry about your Pokemon potentially knocking out the shiny. That's not something that can actually happen. Only you can physically knock out the shiny by going into battle with it and doing a standard battle, okay? That is everything that you need to know for mass outbreak hunting. It's a very fun method. I love doing it in Legends Arceus, and I'm really glad that they brought it back for this game. And if you are excited to shiny hunt, let me know in the comments below. What are you going after first? What shiny do you want to have the most? This game is just full of cool new stuff to do, and this is just one of those cool new things. So, if you found the video entertaining and helpful, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet content from me in the future. Like I said earlier, check out the Discord where we're going to have a lot of people hanging out, you know, showing off their shinies, doing battles, all that fun stuff, doing trades. Maybe we want to complete the Pokedex. Get in there, hang out, talk with people. It's going to be a fun place to be. Finally, Dubby. Dubby's my energy drink partner. It's very good. 0 sugars, 0 calories. I got the hydration stuff in here. And it just turns your water into Gatorade essentially. But 10% off with code Nico. Cannot recommend it enough. Finally, if you want to see more from me, check out this video. Here's how you get your mystery gift for the shiny, not shiny, I'm sorry, it's not shiny, but for the flying Terra-type Pikachu mystery gift. You can get that right now. Also, check this video out where you can get exclusive phone cases for your Rotom phone case. You get it from having previous save data from other Pokemon games. Pretty cool stuff. But like I said, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you in the next one. Peace.